Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody that is having a little step backwards, or a sense that they have slipped back into old habits or found themselves back where they started. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and the Four of Cups. So, because somebody wasn't willing to take a risk or stay committed to some change in behavior or their routine, they're frustrated with themselves and they feel like they haven't made any progress. Um, I think they have, but it's difficult when you fall back a little bit. Hello, dude. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Tiana. Hello, Key Controller. Let's go in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you have some nice weather. It's definitely nicer here, so I don't have to wear a sweatshirt today. Yay! I'm pretty excited about that. But I will give you all a little heads up that I'm going to have an interesting week or two, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that you still get more than enough content. But yeah, it'll be a little tricky. Hello, Peggy. How we doing? All right. If you would like a personal reading, please hit me up. My email address is in the description box below. And we're going to start with the Fairy Godmother Oracle. Ooh, if I can reach it. All right. What else do we have? Shame and venture. So it's interesting. I didn't really have any reason to feel that this was about somebody traveling or going on a journey, but I did put it in that playlist, meaning the cards that came out don't really indicate travel to me. But for some reason, I felt like we had somebody that was like getting to the point where they realize maybe the reason this change is difficult is because of the environment I'm in. Maybe there are things that I could change around me. And the fact that we have the shame card coming out would certainly support that claim, because it seems like we've got somebody who has a lack of support around them currently. So maybe we're thinking life might be a little bit simpler if I wasn't around the people that I'm around. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas. What else do we have? Hey, Jess, how are you doing? Oh, Lord. Wait, we're not doing that? 10 of Needles, or the 10 of Swords, and the 3 of Potions in the reverse, which is the 3 of Cups in the reverse. 10 of Needles is the 10 of Swords. And we have the King of Presents, which is the King of Pentacles. Put a fork in it, it's done, is what I'm getting from this card. This is like, I've tried. I don't know that this is where I can be successful. Maybe like if we were thinking about it from a farmer's perspective, this land doesn't really generate good harvests, right? This is somebody saying maybe it's best to like kind of move on. 3 of Potions in the reverse absolutely aligns with that shame card, a lack of support. When I try to make changes, people make fun of me, or people don't support me, or people try to get me to, start drinking or smoking or whatever again. This is a decision to prioritize one's stability and security, and sense that they do have that support, right? If it's not here, then maybe I can find it elsewhere. Hello, Corey. How are you doing? Oh, I hope you feel better, Key. What else? Hanged Man in the reverse, and the 8 of Candles, or the 8 of Wands. This is stubbornness that this person feels like they get hit with every day. So if you and your group of friends always did this thing together and then you decide to quit doing this thing, you might have a bunch of people asking you if you decided to just like keep doing it anyways, right? Lack of support, people that want you to go they want you to follow the sheep. They don't want you to change how you do things. So we have the King of Candles and the Knight of Presents or Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. You're not afraid to break stuff anymore. You're realizing, okay, so I had the right intention. I had a nice little map on how to get from point A to point B with whatever this goal is in terms of your change. I want to spend less money. I want to be healthier. I want to go to the gym more. Whatever we're working on, the people around you are like the current rushing at you when you're trying to swim. They're not helping things. They're making it much worse. So we have somebody acknowledging, okay, if you're going to block me, then I will go around you. I will go elsewhere. This King of Wands, I don't know, just seems super determined to me. It's probably the pumpkin head. Yeah. Ace of Presents or Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Potions or Page of Cups, and the Star. I think this person's like, it's brilliant. I finally figured it out. I kept blaming myself. I kept blaming other things. And you know what? I don't have to blame myself anymore if I just accept that maybe this is a bad place for me to be. It's clarity, right? Okay, I have an idea what I could do that would change things and make it easier for me to have like a legit home base, a sense that things were a little bit more reliable. But it's like, I don't know. This Page of Potions makes me feel like we have somebody that doesn't really know how things will go with that. I feel like it'll be better. I feel like that's a better situation, but it's still kind of like the unknown, right? 5 of Candles or 5 of Wands in the reverse, and the King of Potions or the King of Cups. With the 6 of Needles or the 6 of Swords. There's our travel card. So I'm tired of being surrounded by people that fight with each other or that don't like to support each other, that throw each other on the bus, or they're super competitive. Whoever I'm reading for, you've got a heart of gold, and it's tiring to be surrounded by people that don't understand that emotional side of you. And 6 of Swords or 6 of Needles, just even like how she's sitting, it makes me feel like we're making a decision to get away from what has made things a little bit more difficult and instead choose what's right for yourself. This is the Kipper. Hello, Illuminati. Hello, Masculine. How are we doing? Sudden Wealth in the reverse, and the main female in the reverse with expectation in the reverse. There are expectations placed on whoever resonates with the King of Cups or King of Potions. I do feel like you resonate with the King of Presents as well, but it's also kind of like that's what your priority is. I don't necessarily have what I want in terms of that King of Pentacles energy, but that's what I'm focused on. And I know what's blocking me, or I know how I could potentially fix that issue. And for many of you, the reason that you feel like moving away or going elsewhere is a good idea is because there's this main female in the reverse that is causing a drain on somebody's finances or their energy. So you may have an individual, probably not somebody that you're dating, but it could be like a situationship, There's somebody here on the side that is constantly looking for opportunities to spend less of their own money because of what you have to offer, or maybe they break things, even take things of yours. There's just this disrespect towards your well-being or your things. It could be kind of like how the community is, right? We've got bad health in the reverse, family room, and mature man. So I know that if I were away from some of this drama, things would be easier. I could have a nice little setup. I could, live in, I don't know, that cabin or that condo. So there's a maturity that is accepting that maybe it's time for this chapter to be over. Maybe there's a different place where it makes sense for me to go and where I would feel a little bit more supported. Hello, Elise. How are you doing? This is the Bianco Nero. What else do we have? The Magician, Page of Swords in the reverse. Oh, okay. Sorry. And the Empress in the reverse. This is that main female in the reverse. Does not have to be a female. Let's just clear that up though, right? This is somebody who is codependent or controlling. And they're trying to, or they have been trying to make it seem like you have to stay where you are or you need to be a part of this network. But I think this is one of those situations where somebody's trying to make you feel like you need them when it's really that they need you. So there could be kind of like a campaign of manipulation here, attacking your ability to be independent or making it seem like, it's unrealistic that you would leave. King of Wands in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles, and Six of Swords in the reverse, clarifying the Six of Swords in the upright. So this is somebody who's angry because of what they see as your responsibilities. They have an expectation of you, but I feel like they don't live up to any expectations of them. So it's an unfair balance. We might see like the Six of Pentacles in the reverse because whoever this person is, they ask of things from you, but they don't really follow through or let you ask anything of them. So for many of you, this is a family member with that Ten of Pentacles. But I also sense that some of you are realizing you would be capable of saving a lot of money if you didn't have to deal with this Empress in reverse energy. Eight of Swords, Temperance in the reverse, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who has tried to keep you stuck. For some of you, this person has even gone to such lengths as turning people against you or even impacting your ability to get certain jobs or keep certain jobs. We have the Magician clarified by the Eight of Swords, which is like, I'm going to tell you you're grounded. Like, this is control. I want you to feel like you can't go anywhere or you can't do anything without me. They wanted you to doubt your ability to start things on your own. With Temperance in the reverse, this is a reference to partying too much or like living in an energy or in a community of upheaval, instability. Nobody can trust anyone. Lots of backstabbing or backroom dealing, whatever you want to call it. Knight of Wands in the reverse. This is like impulsive and destructive. Hello, Aunt France. Hello, Voyager. Hello, Ralph. Hello, Bernice. How are you doing? I'm really upset to hear that, but if you could do me a favor and not use all capitals, I would appreciate it. I'm giving Aunt France a little bit of an exception because there's a lot of emojis and, love and energy there. but I don't want people to be yelling. We've got the World and the reverse. Seven of Wands in the reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a question of trying to make you feel like there's really nowhere else you could go, or you should really stay here. It's given gosh, what was that show? Truman Show? Is that what it was? Like, oh, that's great, you want to go on a vacation, but why would you ever want to leave? You have everything that you need right here. But, you really don't, but I'm going to pretend like you do. This is somebody who wants you to fear the unknown, make it seem like if you go off on your own, it would be really difficult, or, you would have to work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, whatever. What can I do to make it sound awful and terrible if you want to go somewhere else, right? Hello, Daniel. Hello, Andy. How are we doing today? All right. This is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. Most of it. All right. What else do we have? Ace of Cups in the reverse, Two of Pentacles. Part of the reason your energy is tapped or less, it's like your energy has less value because of your surroundings. It's because you have to exert so much of your energy to deal with people or difficulty around you just to maintain stability. So there's too many things that happen around you to make that meaningful step forward or level up. And it's by design. This Empress in the reverse is trying to keep you in this spot so that you feel like you need to be with this person or around this person. I mean, I suppose this could be somebody's partner. It definitely has more of a family feeling. So probably for the majority of you, it would be a family member. We have the Emperor and Temperance, Four of Wands in the reverse, and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. They don't want you to move on or start a new chapter. And in part, I hate to say this, they're a little nervous that you're actually going to outdo them. You're going to achieve more than they have, especially if this is a parent. They're trying to live vicariously through you in a way that guarantees that they still have bragging rights. I don't want you to be more successful than me, or I don't want you to get a big head and think that you don't have to listen to me. This is very self-absorbed energy. Nine of Pentacles, Hermit, King of Swords, Seven of Swords, Page of Cups. So look, whoever you are, I'm proud of you because you are listening to your intuition. It may have been a while where you were ignoring little messages that you were getting, but now it's becoming quite clear that this is not, something you're misreading or jumping to conclusions. There's a different path ahead of you, and somebody has been trying to make it seem like it's not at all an option or that you couldn't handle it. You're going from somebody who had some doubts and, maybe didn't really know if they could go on their own. With the Page of Cups, it was kind of like younger energy, to the King of Swords, somebody who acknowledges, I know that somebody is trying to make it seem like I can't handle this or that I can't do things, probably because of my age or my lack of experience. But they're exaggerating. They want me to feel like I need to stay here because there's something that they get out of me when I'm here. For some of you, it's as simple as this person likes having somebody that is younger than them that they can boss around or that they can feel superior to. And that's not a very good reason to get in somebody's way when they're trying to better their life. Five of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. I don't know if there's really any good reason for that, to be honest. This is impulsive. Okay, so you don't want to be supportive. You want to keep me stuck. You want me to continue to have the same issues, or, you know, the same issues as you maybe. But what if I just decided I don't care what you think? What if I just did what I wanted anyways? Oh no. Hello, Danny. Hello, Bradley. How we doing? This is the Voyage of the Soul. Awakened and seeking. So with that Hermit card, that's definitely a reference to somebody who has a bit deeper understanding of existence than they previously had, seeing things in different ways. Priorities are changing. The types of people you want in your inner circle are changing. And that's why your intuition continues to get better, because you are picking up on these messages and making those little changes as you can, right? But you've also discovered that the people you've surrounded yourself with do not have this ability to offer that supportive energy. This is the divine feminine energy, affection, caring, soft, heart, breakthrough, milestone, epiphany, climax, advancement, and quantum leap. You are going to quantum leap your family member. You are going to learn a different reality than this person's willing to accept. And you're probably going to end up making more money or having a happier life than this person. Now, whether or not they think that that's actually what's going to happen, or if they just fear it and they want to, you know, have some reason to be holier than thou. I mean, I don't know what could justify this action really, but that's what somebody is realizing. You want to keep me where I need help or where I'm not happy because you feel better about yourself. And here I was thinking that you actually wanted me to achieve something, or, you know, I mean, make some money. I don't know. But now we have I feel like this is a perfect opportunity that's coming into your life that aligns with your awakening or your realization that maybe you would be happy elsewhere. And this is karma for both you and this person who has been trying to control you. You are meant to experience victory, success, or abundance through independence, right? Choosing your own path, believing that you have the skills or the gifts that you need to be successful. And then somebody who tried to cast down on that, having a little bit of a front row seat to your doing exactly what they said you couldn't do. We all have the opportunity to lift each other up, to compliment people on their wins, to acknowledge great things or give credit where credit is due. So let's all do whatever we can to try to lift each other up, because there's a lot of people out here who don't know how to do that. Ooh, hello there, you weirdo. Seven of Pentacles, just in case anyone was wondering. Which I would say probably aligns to the idea of, do I really want to invest in this anymore? Do I really want to continue to live this life? Maybe not. Hello, how's it going, Jamie? Hello, Amy. How's your day? Hello, Will. Three of Swords in the reverse. Six of Cups in the reverse. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm starting to realize that you probably don't want better for me than what you had. You would rather keep me in the same kind of situation, or keep me, you know, kind of stagnant. And I'm over it. I don't want this life anymore. This isn't where I want to be or how I want to live. I've done some changing, or my perspective is different because I've gone through some healing. And it enables this person to be a little bit more bold when they talk to this person who has taught them a lot about what they know. But the Hierophant is somebody who's sticking to their morals. I appreciate that you view life this way or that you feel like I should do that, but I want to experience life and live life a little bit different. Hello, Brad. How are you doing? We got the Six of Pentacles in the upright, not reversed, so I won't get too excited, but I do love this kitty cat. Look at how cute he is. The little hat. It's time for things to balance out for you. I'm seeing that in past lives, this person has successfully blocked you from things that you were meant to achieve. Perhaps not in the same role, but I see you as having had very similar gifts in multiple lives. And in this one, you are supposed to be successful. This person is not supposed to get in your way or will fail. We all have free will, so keep in mind, that's up to you. And I know maybe some people don't do the whole like past life thing, but I'll put it to you like this. Repeated behavior of trying to keep this person stuck to benefit themselves, either because ego-wise, I can't handle it if you make more money than me or if you start doing cooler things than me, or because I need you to like carry in my groceries, something along those lines, right? I will make you believe that you are capable of only so much so that you have to do things for me. 10 of Wands, but this isn't working anymore. Somebody realizes what's going on. I think you've been trying to condition me to believe certain things, and I no longer believe them. Queen of Pentacles. I think I do have value. I think I could be successful, or I could, you know, start my own business, or I don't know, be a teacher. There's this goal, and it had been kind of ridiculed or mocked, like, oh yeah, you're gonna go out and become a big old star. They're going to be surprised at how quickly you can make progress towards this goal that they wanted to make you think was unreasonable. Queen of Pentacles, I feel, is doesn't take too much time, and there's a movement up in terms of your financial stability or security. For many of you, it's just because you don't have to be around this person anymore. Fool in the reverse. Eight of Cups in the reverse. And the Two of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, they're going to tell you that if you realize that leaving and doing this whole thing was a bad idea, that you shouldn't come back. I think they're going to get argumentative. They're trying to manipulate you. You know, if you fail, then, you know, good luck picking yourself back up. I'm not going to help you. I really feel like it's more like this person's trying to make you feel like you can't do this because they're actually nervous you're going to leave and do better or never come back. So nothing like starting that fight early, I guess. This is the truth is. Hello, Laura. How are you doing? Masquerading, pretending to be what you'd like in a partner. And power couple. So for many of you, this is a person who is wanted to date you, but I think for most of you, this is somebody in your family who is a little self-important, and they have this high expectation without believing in your ability to reach it. So it's like they like to insult people you might bring around if you're dating them. They're not good enough, or, you know, they're going to cheat on you, or they might tell you that you're not good enough for them. It's all of this is trying to insult things that, or, you know, make look bad, anything that might take you away from them. And I don't feel like it's a romantic connection. I feel like this is family. So it's like nothing is just right, you know? Toxic, unhealthy relationship patterns. Slow down. Rushing will ruin this connection. So I do feel like when you walk away and you set up this new existence, find a new job, a new place to live, it will help you feel a little bit more like you have a clear head or that you understand what's going on or you have more energy because you are away from somebody that may actually be an energy vampire, somebody who drains you because they constantly put you through drama and instability. But I do also think that when you are on your own, you're going to potentially meet somebody who is like a mini me of this person you've just gotten away from. So I want you to be very selective. I want you to be very discerning. I think there's a good potential partner in this new place for you. And you would also want to make sure not to rush that. But there's going to be, I think, a little bit of a decoy here, somebody who is just like the person you got away from, but more of a romantic interest, right? And the universe wants to test you and make sure that you really learned your lesson. Okay, so you got away from that, but what if it was somebody you were attracted to? You still know the lesson, right? Right? This is the Love Oracle. Only you, devoted, attached, crave, and commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. There is a beautiful relationship waiting for you in this other location. Somebody who wants to be very committed and devoted to you. And I think that's what you've been looking for in a group of people that don't seem to take you very seriously or don't know how to love. Obsession, infatuation, adoration, and addiction, and clinging, holding on, obsessing, and spying. This is the toxic energy of your current environment. For some of you, this is a person who is a friend but wants to be more, or a family member who likes to control your dating life. There's some element here of, I want to influence how you do what you do. I can't help but notice how similar these images are, even though there's different messages with that, right? Did I miss anyone? Hello, Realm of Bedlam. How are you doing? But the possessiveness is not necessarily a romantic kind. This is just somebody who feels like they should be able to keep you where they want you. Nourish, self-growth, self-focused, and soul-finding. Karma, consequences, cause and effect, and debts. We just had that here. So this is good karma coming your way for choosing what is right for you, right? Self-care, what will nourish me. And also just a little shot of not so great karma for the person who's been trying to control you and make you doubt yourself. Influences, attachments, third parties, peers, and lusting, forbidden, non-committal, and sexual energy. So this would be somebody who likes to diminish people's interest in you. Oh, that's just somebody who wants, a short-term fling, or I wouldn't, hang out with that person. I hear they really get around. Like they're maybe like a total gossip monger or just a little too comfortable judging people. But I think, have maybe some of this is accurate because the community in which you may be finding you're frustrated could be a bunch of people that are at that level where they haven't really mastered that emotional maturity. This is What's the News? What else do we have? Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die, us against the world, dedicated partnership. I don't know why I was going with eradicated. That's like definitely more destructive. Quick getaway, the runner, escaping, Yeah, I do feel like many of you have this person that wants you to believe that they are there to be, on your team, or that you can't do things without them, but they don't really give back to you, right? So when you do walk away from this, I see you finding that real like ride or die or us against the world kind of situation. You just had to be able to kind of call it out or admit to yourself, this isn't the real deal. This is somebody who's trying to control me, or, somebody who's trying to keep me stagnant. So we have the blues and key player. Yeah, there's somebody here who feels like if they keep you in mental distress or worried about things or unhappy, that then you will play an essential role, or you're going to make, or you do make their life easier. Extra and snack. Well, you know what? I am getting hungry. Dramatic, trying too hard, and starter. This is that, what were we calling you? Queen? No. No, I can't remember. Well, Empress in the reverse. And a little bit of magician energy too. This person has been trying to manipulate you, and they're doing so by judging people with regards to their looks or their intentions. And I feel like, kind of judging everyone harshly externally, but also making themselves sound better, which is super convenient for them. Mm-hmm. We've got supersize me, doing too much, which we already had on the extra card, basically excessive overindulgence, and long haul. So while this person is okay to only think about short-term gratification or, what's important to me today, you're over here thinking about what matters to me in a year. What do I want to do so that in 5 years I can do what I want? What do I need to do so that I can, achieve this goal in 10 years? This is the difference between the two of you. And this person is threatened because they may know this about you, and it makes them uncomfortable because, quite frankly, I think they really like to feel more important than you, or have something that like makes them feel smarter than you. This is the Zodiac fortune telling cards. What else do we have? You will overcome your domestic troubles. I love that. That's so appropriate. You have a mind of your own. Use it. Hello, Robert. How are you doing? Don't discourage quickly. That's what this Empress in the reverse is hoping you'll do. Be careful of your health. In particular, some of you may need to choose wisely in terms of what you eat or what you drink. But many of you, it's just a matter of, can you move a little bit more during the week? Is there a walk you could do? Can you take the stairs instead of the elevator? Do you like to go biking? Bicycle. All right. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you on the next reading. Doodles.